Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Chit-chat
Just a normal conversation.
about everyday life. Today we're talking about something that happens all the time.
But we almost never notice it.
That moment after one thing ends,
And before the next thing starts,
you finish a task
or arrive somewhere,
or stand up from the sofa.
and there's a small pause.
Nothing urgent,
Nothing planned.
just that quiet question in your head.
So what now?
I think we imagine decisions as big moments,
But most of them are tiny.
almost invisible, like finishing lunch,
Closing your laptop.
getting home.
And suddenly you're free.
That freedom feels nice for about 3 seconds.
And then it feels confusing.
Because now you have to choose.
Even if the choice is small.
Do I stand here?
Sit down.
Get a drink?
Check my phone.
These aren't big decisions.
But they happen constantly.
And they shape the day. I've noticed that when people don't know what to do next,
They often don't decide at all.
they just pause,
That pause can feel longer than it is.
especially when you're tired. After work is a classic time for this.
Yes.
You're done, but not done.
You don't want to work.
But you're not ready to relax either. So you stay in between,
Standing,
sitting.
looking around.
I think that's why people say, I don't know what I want to do,
Not because they have no options.
but because everything feels possible.
Possibility sounds positive.
But it can be tiring.
When there's no clear next step,
Your brain stays open.
like too many tabs,
I've noticed I often make the same next choice.
without thinking,
Yes, I finish something,
and you automatically do something familiar.
sit in the same place,
Open the same app
not because I chose it.
because it's easy.
I think what to do next is rarely a question we answer clearly.
It's more like something we drift into.
Drifting feels safer than deciding,
Less effort.
especially at the end of the day.
When energy is low,
I don't think people avoid decisions because they're lazy.
no.
They avoid them because decisions cost energy, even small ones.
Like choosing what to do next,
That's why people say things like, I'll just see how I feel.
which usually means waiting,
Waiting feels neutral.
but it's still a choice.
And while we wait, time moves.
Quietly.
Before you know it, the moment has passed,
And something else starts.
without a clear decision.
Just a flow.
This happens dozens of times a day,
Between tasks,
between places.
between thoughts.
Most of our days are made of these in-between moments,
Not the big plans.
and we don't notice them.
Until the day feels strange.
Like you were busy but didn't do much.
Or free, but not rested.
Those feelings often come from these small moments,
Where the next step was unclear.
and we just moved on.
Without really choosing. I think a lot of the time, the next thing isn't really chosen.
It's suggested
By the room you're in,
by the people around you.
by what's already open.
If your laptop is still on,
You're more likely to keep sitting.
even if you're tired,
If the TV remote is on the table,
you'll probably reach for it.
without deciding to.
I notice this a lot when I walk into the kitchen.
Yes,
I didn't go there to eat.
but food is there.
So suddenly the question becomes, do I want a snack?
Not, why did I come here?
The environment changes the question.
And that changes the next step.
I think people underestimate how much surroundings matter,
We think we're deciding freely,
but we're reacting.
constantly.
If you're already holding your phone,
The next thing is usually more phone.
you don't think, I choose to scroll now,
It just happens.
because the phone is already in your hand.
The decision was made earlier.
This happens with people too.
Definitely.
If someone says, do you want to?
You suddenly have a direction.
even if you didn't want anything before.
The suggestion creates a path.
Sometimes that's helpful.
It removes effort
Other times it's confusing.
because you weren't ready to choose,
You say yes, not because you want to.
but because it's easier than deciding.
I think routine plays a big role here.
Yes.
We don't decide what to do next.
We repeat what we usually do next.
Finish work, sit down.
Finish eating, check phone.
Wake up, look at messages.
Those sequences become automatic.
And they feel normal until one day you don't do them.
And the day feels strange,
Like something is missing.
even if nothing bad happened.
That's when you realize how strong habits are.
They decide for us.
I've noticed that when I'm in a new place,
Deciding feels harder.
because my usual cues are gone,
No familiar signals.
I finish something and think, now what?
More often.
At home, I don't ask that.
You already know.
The chair is there.
The kettle.
The sofa. Each one suggests a next step.
Without words.
Time also plays a role.
A big one.
At 9 a.m., the next thing feels obvious.
Work.
At 4 p.m., you start checking the clock.
The day is changing.
At night, decisions feel heavier.
Because tomorrow exists.
You don't just decide what to do next.
You decide what kind of evening it is.
That's why people hesitate.
They don't want to lock in a mood.
Once you sit down,
The day feels over.
once you start something productive,
You feel responsible.
so people stay in the middle.
Standing.
I think this is why people pace around.
Yes.
Walking without direction.
Thinking without deciding.
It's not wasted time.
It's processing.
Your brain is waiting for a signal.
A push.
Sometimes the signal comes from inside.
Sometimes from outside.
A message arrives.
A noise.
A reminder. And suddenly, the next thing is clear.
Not because you chose it carefully.
But because it showed up.
At the right moment.
Most next steps work like this.
Quietly.
They're shaped by what's around us.
What's easy.
And what requires the least effort right now.
Especially when we're tired.
So when people say, I don't know what to do next,
Often they mean nothing is pulling me.
no strong signal.
No obvious path.
And that feeling is more common than we think.
Every day.
I also think the next thing depends a lot on how full you feel inside.
Not full as in food.
Energy.
Mental energy.
Exactly. When you're tired, the range of options shrinks.
Yes.
You don't think, what would be nice to do?
You think, what's easiest?
The question changes.
And so does the answer.
On a good day after work, you might think, I'll go for a walk.
Or call a friend.
On a hard day,
You just sit.
same person.
Different state.
Mood matters too.
A lot.
If you're feeling low, decisions feel heavier.
Even small ones.
What to eat,
What to watch.
what to reply.
Whether to reply.
Sometimes people say, I don't feel like doing anything.
But they're still doing something.
They're just avoiding choosing.
Yes.
Scrolling,
Waiting.
those are actions.
They just feel neutral.
I think that's why people like default options.
Explain.
A show you've already seen.
A familiar app.
Food you always order.
Clothes you always wear.
Defaults remove the emotional cost of deciding.
You don't risk regret.
You don't have to ask, is this the right choice?
Because it's already been chosen before.
Sometimes the next thing is chosen by fear.
Fear of what?
Making the wrong move.
Ah.
So people delay.
They stay in between.
They think, I'll decide in a minute.
And that minute becomes an hour.
This happens a lot with big things,
But also small ones.
like starting a task.
Yes.
You don't avoid the task itself,
You avoid starting.
because once you start,
You're committed.
you can't say, I'm just thinking.
You're doing.
I notice this when I'm deciding whether to go out.
Same.
Once I put my shoes on,
That's it.
there's no turning back.
The decision feels final.
So sometimes I stay barefoot.
Just in case.
Another thing is expectations.
From ourselves.
If you think the next thing should be useful,
You pressure yourself.
you don't just decide what to do.
You judge it.
Is this productive enough?
Does this count?
That makes choosing harder.
Much harder.
Sometimes people want the next thing to fix how they feel.
That's a big ask.
They think, if I choose the right thing, I'll feel better.
And if it doesn't work,
They feel worse.
because now they blame the choice,
So they hesitate even more next time.
it's a loop.
I think that's why low energy days feel long.
Not because time moves slowly.
But because each next step feels unclear.
Nothing pulls you forward.
You're waiting to feel ready.
But ready doesn't always arrive.
Sometimes the next thing isn't chosen by logic,
Or mood.
but by momentum.
Yes.
Once you start moving,
The next step appears.
not before,
After.
that's something people rarely talk about.
They expect clarity first.
But often, clarity comes later.
Mid-action.
You don't think your way into doing.
You do your way into thinking.
That's why standing still feels confusing.
There's no feedback.
No signal.
No direction.
Movement creates information.
Even small movement.
Opening a document.
Washing one plate.
Putting on a jacket.
Each one narrows the options.
And suddenly, the next thing feels obvious.
Not perfect.
Just possible.
And that's usually enough.
I think the funny thing is, most people don't decide what to do next in a big dramatic way.
No vision board moment.
It's usually quiet.
Almost boring.
You stand up.
You move to another room.
You notice something.
And then you do it.
Like seeing an empty glass.
And filling it.
That wasn't a decision you planned.
It just made sense.
I think a lot of our days work like that.
Small cues.
Small responses.
One after another.
We only feel stuck when we start watching ourselves too closely.
Yes.
When we keep asking, what should I be doing right now?
Instead of what's in front of me.
Sometimes the next thing is obvious.
But not exciting.
Replying to an email.
Tidying one corner.
Standing up to stretch.
Those things don't feel meaningful.
But they create movement.
And movement changes the feeling.
I've noticed that when I stop trying to choose the best next thing,
I choose faster.
I choose lighter.
Less pressure.
The next thing doesn't have to be important.
It just has to exist.
And sometimes after you do one small thing,
You naturally want to do another.
not because you plan to.
But because you're already moving.
That's how people end up having productive afternoons without trying.
They didn't decide the whole afternoon
They decided one thing.
and let the rest follow.
Other times, the next thing is rest.
And that's a real decision too.
Closing the laptop.
Sitting still.
Letting the moment end without replacing it.
That can be hard.
Because it feels like doing nothing.
But it's actually choosing space.
I think people struggle when they think every next step should lead somewhere.
Some steps don't lead.
They just exist.
Like pauses in a sentence.
You don't rush through a pause.
You let it happen.
So maybe deciding what to do next isn't about control.
Or planning.
It's about noticing.
What you have energy for.
What's nearby.
What feels possible.
And trusting that not every choice needs to be explained.
Or justified.
Most of life moves forward quietly.
One ordinary decision at a time.
And usually,
The next thing is already waiting.
you just have to move enough to see it.
That's it.
All right, we'll leave it here for today.
No big conclusion.
Just a small pause.
Before whatever comes next.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us.
Whether you are walking, resting, or just filling a gap.
If this conversation felt familiar,
Then we're glad.
we'll be back with another chat.
Same place.
Same relaxed pace.
And another ordinary topic.
Until then,
Take it easy. See you next time on Daily Chit-chat.
bye.